Hey guys, if you've had a chance to take a look at the internet lately, you've probably been watching Twitch and some other things like YouTube, and you found out that, oh my goodness, we can now play Marvel's Heroes back again on live servers after being shut down years and years ago. And there's two main groups that have been bringing this back to life, and we'd like to thank them so much. And I'm going to show you how to bring this game back to life on your PC only. Cannot bring it back onto console, but we can do it on PC. And I'm going to try to give you a real quick video, make it very fast on how to do it, because when I went to do it, I had a little difficult time. Now, there's a couple different ways to do this. One, if you already own the game on Steam, it's very, very simple. You can go to Project Tahiti's Discord and they will take you through that process. I'm not going to show you that way. I'm going to show you the way that you need to do it if you do not have a copy of the game, or maybe you owned the game, you purchased it, but you were playing it on PC and you have no way to bring it back to life. So I'm going to show you how to do it as quick as possible as I can without a lot of fuss. So because I had a hard time figuring it out, so I'm going to do this for you. All right, so the first place you want to go to is Project Tahiti, and I'll have the descriptions and the links down to them because they're one of the big groups that brought this back to life. When I first started playing, they only had one server, and it was pretty packed. I mean, we have thousands and thousands of people playing the game, so the servers are very populated. Okay, so let's talk about the first place that you need to go, and I'll go ahead and put all the links down in the descriptions. But the first place we have to thank them for knocking this out is Project Tahiti. You need to go to their website. I'll have the link down below for you, and you need to go up there and you need to sign up and get an account. And basically, what you're doing is you're signing up, you're getting an account, and then they're going to give you an email that is associated with your account, and you need that when you log into the actual game. So even though you may create this account with some sort of Gmail, which is what I recommend, they're going to give you another email address, and that's the address you're going to use to log into the game. So head on over to Project Tahiti and go ahead and sign up. That you will have to confirm your email, and then boom, you have an account. And that's the first step you need to do. All right, the second thing that I would go ahead and say that you should go ahead and do is go ahead and go to option two. If you scroll down on the Tahiti page, you'll see there's a connection tool. Boom, you want to download that as well. You're going to need that to basically allow the game to connect to their servers. So download that connection tool as well. So you've got an account now, you've got their connection tool. Now we need the game. So now we got to go to the next place. So if you don't own it on Steam, the Steam option is quite a bit easier to do, but since a lot of people may not still have that game, or they might have had it on disk, or I'm not sure how you lost it, but regardless, you're going to need to get it on the internet. And you can go to Internet Archive sites and go ahead and type in the Marvel Heroes game, and you should get the latest version of it before it got shut down. And I'll have that link as well into the description. All right, now we need to get the game. So you can go ahead and go down to like a Internet Archive and look this up. You can Google that. I'll probably have the link down there. Some people are nervous about giving the link because if you don't own the game, they don't. Project Tahiti doesn't want to get in trouble with that. So of course, at your own risk, you can get it as a torrent file. But a lot of my friends have difficulties with torrents. So you could go ahead and just do the zip file. And if you get the zip file, it'll probably be about pretty close to 15 gigs. Download the zip file. That's going to take a half hour or longer, depending on how long of or how fast of a internet connection you have. So now you need to get that. That's the next step. All right, so now you've got your Tahiti account set up. You also have downloaded the two items that I mentioned, which was going to be the Tahiti connection tool. There's also a Frost connection tool, which I did download, but I did not need. And then we've downloaded the Marvel Heroes. Now, when you start installing this, one of the things that is going to happen is there's going to get a pop-up, and it's going to tell you that you need Windows Runtime most likely. And that link is going to end up taking you to the Windows Microsoft page, and it's going to ask you to download Windows Runtime, which is which is a program that you'll need to do the connection. So you can see I have it right here, Windows runtime. I've got the Tahiti tool, and then um, I've got the Marvel game downloaded into my downloads file. Now what you want to do is basically decide where you're going to put this game. You can put it in a Steam folder. You can put it wherever you want on your hard drive. The one thing that you do have to do is just know how to navigate to your computer to those spots. So pick a spot that's easy for you on your drive, whichever drive has room. You're probably going to need about 15 gigabytes or more of room. So just make sure you have enough, and then let's do the next step. Okay, so now you have a folder for all your files, and you want to go ahead and go back to your downloads and extract the game into the folder that you've created. So I created a Marvels folder within my Steam. Go ahead and just uh, go to the downloads, right click on it, extract all, and then select the folder that you want to put it in. Once you have the game extracted, now you can go back to the Tahiti tool and go ahead and right click on that and extract that into the exact same folder. So now you've got the game in there, and now you've got the Tahiti tool. Now I've got a couple more things in here because mine's already been set up, but the Tahiti tool is here. You won't see the start Tahiti server because you haven't connected yet. So you'll click on the Tahiti tool and click on that. And I believe once you click on that, then it's going to say, hey, you need the runtime program from Windows. Go ahead and click on that and then download it. And so the Tahiti tool's basically now available to go. You want to click on it, go through that process, and it'll ask you where the game is. You want to click this folder again. Click the folder, and then it's going to find the game for you, and then basically it's going to tell you that you've got a connection. Now you may get a pop-up that says later on when you're doing the Tahiti tool that says, hey, you don't want to run this? There's a problem. If you hit the more information, you'll get the option to do run anyways. So just hit the more info. I think it says more info, and then you can run anyways. Once that's going and it says, okay, your connection is good, basically it just connected the game to the Tahiti servers. Now basically you can go to start Tahiti server, and that is going to be the program that gets it. I created a short top and then renamed it desktop short top, renamed it Marvel Heroes, so I can just click it from my desktop and go it. But you can always go back to this spot here in your folder and start it that way. All right, so once you click on it, you got the game going. Now basically you're going to basically put in your Tahiti email address in there. So you want to put that, not the email that you set up your Tahiti account with, but your Tahiti email address, because that's your account with the server, and then use the same password that you use to create your Tahiti account. So you're going to just be using the email you got from them and the same password you use for the account. Once you've done that, if there's no queue, depending on what server you picked, you should be able to go right in, or at least you'll get that they got high volume and bingo. You will be in a queue for a little bit. The queues, I've seen the queues up over 200 because it's still popular. I'm sure that's going to go down over time. Plus, they've added more servers. Um, but the queue's not that bad, especially since it's kind of a private thing. So anyways, I hope this helps. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the down below, and I'll do my best to get back to them and answer any questions. I'm hoping this is a quicker video on how to do it. Thank you.